Well, Friday night we have here at Rose Stadium, Tyler High School hosting Lufkin. Tyler, they're making a push for a playoff spot. Lufkin needs to beat Tyler just to stay in the hunt for that and then let things fall out towards the last 2 weeks of the season. We have to just take a look. I think we have that video. We have that video. Let's take a look at that. Lufkin and McKinney North, yeah. But we did see a pretty good outing by the quarterback who had a head injury weeks ago come out and play strongly. I think he could be trouble for the Tyler Lions secondary with all these deep balls he's been accustomed to throwing, don't you think?
I hope so. I mean, don't want to ruffle any feathers to all of our Tyler fans that are tuned in right now, but I can tell you that over in my neck of the woods over here in Lufkin, the fans are completely stoked and excited that he is back, especially with the performance that he put up last week against McKinney North. Now, obviously, Lufkin unfortunately came away with the loss, but he put up great plays, and especially with that first touchdown in the first quarter, it was kind of like, you could almost hear him say, "I'm back." And Trishawn, now don't get me wrong, it was Trishawn, the receiver, who made an unbelievably athletic play in the end zone to make that reception. But, you had the quarterback back where he needed. You had TJ back where he needs to be, and was able to put that ball to where Krishan was able to come up with it, and couldn't have asked for anything better, because that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see this kid healthy, and we wanted to see him back in the quarterback position, and that's exactly where he's at. So Lufkin finding themselves in a bit of a must-win situation this Friday night, and hopefully for them, they can do that and come away with a W. Otherwise, Michael, honestly, I think a loss this Friday could possibly be the end of their season, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward, because I haven't seen him yet this season other than tape. Kedron Young. I want to see this young man who went to Notre Dame game this past weekend, because that's where he's going to go. Who changes their mind about going to Notre Dame, right? So I think that's the place for him. So I'm looking forward to seeing him, and I think he could give that Lion defense some trouble, especially in the middle. He's such a physical. He's got speed, but he's also a physical back, and he's been known to drag a few people 3 extra yards. And I think that's going to be his MO. And I think if Coach Quick sees an opportunity, we're going to keep feeding you until they can stop you. That's going to hurt the Tyler Lions. And which, by the way, I don't know if you heard me say, it's their homecoming and the reunion of the championship team from 1973, which had Earl Campbell. And this guy may give them an Earl Campbell kind of performance come Friday night.
Yeah, Coach Quick is going to continue to feed Kedron the ball the entire game. I mean, that's no secret. You don't have to watch film to know what's coming. Tyler knows. They know that Kedron's going to be getting the ball, and he's going to be getting the ball, multiple times during single multiple downs. And so, I've been noticing this with the Lufkin Panther team going out to as many games as I have this season. That as much as he gets the ball, he'll get 3 yards here, he'll get 4 yards there. And, because the team knows that the ball's going to his hands. And so sometimes people think to themselves, well, gosh, 3-4 yards, we need something better out of a kid that's going to be playing for the Fighting Irish next season. But, it's one of those, it's like a jack in the box. Wait for it. Boom, he's gone. Comes up with those big explosive plays. So, Kedron's just a fantastic athlete. Can't wait to see him next season wearing that gold helmet.
Okay, you stick around. We're going to hear from Coach Rashuan Woods, and he's going to talk about and give us a scouting report. Last week they hung 45 points on their opponent last week, and 45-14 over West Mesquite. And as Coach says, we still want to keep this momentum going into that game against Lufkin.
Of course you do. I mean, you every game you prepare to win, and even in the losses, I thought we did some things really, really well. We just got to put a full game together, and that's going to be extremely important down the stretch.
Do you talk much about district wins down the stretch?
Yeah, we do as the coaching staff. I think the guys also, we make them aware of kind of where we are, but we don't go into too much detail because you got to come out and play every week regardless. And so we are aware of the situation, and doing everything we can as a coaching staff to make sure we prepare these young men to be successful on the field.
You guys are in better shape district-wise than Lufkin, so Lufkin's going to try to come in and take some of your thunder. What concerns you about them?
They're athletic. They got a running back that can really do some things.
Yeah.
Defensively, they're pretty sound. Just a really good football team, and a lot of the teams in district have been really, really stout. I look at the record last year, and all but two, which included Tyler, had a winning record last year, and so that is something that you pay attention to. Those same teams are still strong, and we've got to be in a situation to win those games, and so I think that we are. We just got to make sure again that we play 4 quarters and finish out the game.
Wrap it up right here. It's two-pronged. You have the homecoming, and you have the 73 championship team coming out to celebrate as well. So the old school folks will be out.
Yeah, that's always great. We want to go out and again win the game and take care of business on that front. I think if we do that, then everybody will be happy, and that's a good thing. If you got old, I'm happy, and so we definitely want to make sure we perform at a high level, do things the right way, and represent Tyler High as best we can.
So Coach praises the Lufkin Panthers defense. So I think he kind of sees, I guarantee you they spend a little extra time with their players on that offense, letting the guys know you got to hold your blocks a little extra longer, so you can spring your running backs and spring the young man that's headed to UCLA. His name escapes me right now, but I'm looking to see what happens in the defensive front for Lufkin and the offensive line of Tyler High, and to see if they can get some big plays off tackle. I do think Lufkin has as many good athletes as Tyler High does. So we might see some track meets and guys getting caught from behind because of the speed that both teams have with each other.
Yeah, Michael, you're talking about Lufkin's defense. I think we talked about this last Friday night in the after-hours show. It was talking about how it was kind of like on both sides of the team. McKinney North as well. Both of their defenses just kind of didn't show up, and so Lufkin's defense is going to definitely need to improve in order to win over Tyler. Yeah, definitely.
All right, Mark, I'll see you in overtime Friday night. Mark would join us in overtime and with his game.
I was calling it after hours. There we go, overtime.
I don't want people to think we're having beverages or anything, but because everybody's closed. We can't do that when we get out of here. But overtime it is. We'll talk.